Are the Jets building a super team?
No huddle, Wilson end zone, caught, touchdown, Elijah Moore.
What is going on, guys? My name is Tigo. Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. And today we're going to go over the topic that a question that I got asked of me on one of my streams, which is, are the Jets building a super team? But before we get into that, let me just say a few things before that. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, join the movement. We are working on hitting 3 back-to-back days of hitting a new 100 subscriber goal. 3 days ago, I hit 100 subscribers. Yesterday, I hit 200 subscribers. And I'm hoping that today we can keep the trend going of 100 subscribers a day and hit 300 subscribers. We are sprinting to 500 subscribers, and keep an eye out on the uploads. I will be announcing a 500 subscriber giveaway. You guys got to 250 before I could get something in the works, but I'm definitely going to be doing something for 500 and something even bigger for 1,000. Really just trying to sprint there. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the community, being a part of the Jets, the Talking Jets with Tigo family, and all of that stuff. I'm really happy about doing that stuff. Also, over the weekend, I will be announcing a regular upload schedule. I want to be doing more live shows, and I want to come up with a better schedule for my content release so that you guys know when to expect Talking Jets with Tigo content. But also, I've had a lot of people ask me like, hey, are you going to do a live show? Are you going to do a live show? And hey, are you going to do a call-in show for your live shows? And I did a couple of live shows, and they were really fun, and I enjoyed doing them. So yeah, I'm putting all of that stuff into the works. I didn't expect the channel to be growing this quickly, but I'm honestly really happy that it is going this quickly and that things are going this well. So really happy with all of that stuff there. That being said, let's hop into the video. The other day, someone asked on one of my live streams, it's like, do you think that the Jets are building a super team? And instinctively, I went, no, of course not. And I went into the same old talking points of that same old Jets mentality, because like I've been a Jets fan my whole life. And every time we've gotten to that point, there was always a roadblock, whether it was, you know, the limited ceiling of Mark Sanchez, the butt fumble, the coaching staff not being great. There was always something there that there was a massive question mark on, and there was something that I said no, and it's because of this. And I immediately started coming up with that same old excuses of like, oh no, we're still rebuilding. And then I ended the stream and I started thinking about it and I said, wait, why not the Jets? This isn't the same old Jets. I've said it on all the live streams that I've been on. I've talked about it in other places. This isn't the same old Jets. Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh are doing something different in Florham Park. We've got a different energy. We've got a different style. We've got a different swagger when it comes to being a part of the Jets. And I looked at this and I said, outside of the question mark, and I mean a question mark for the rest of the league, because I believe in Zach Wilson at the quarterback position. We look at this team, and who wouldn't want to be a New York Jet right now when you're looking at free agency? Who wouldn't want to come to play for this team? If Zach Wilson takes that step that I talked about in my other video about Zach Wilson just needs to get to average quarterback level because the rest of the team is great, and then not this coming year, but the year after that, he can take that great step, why wouldn't players want to come to the Jets? Why wouldn't players want to take a pay cut to come win in New York? Everyone talks about it. If you win in New York, you're immortalized forever. Winning in New York is the biggest thing that you can do in sports. There is no other city, there is no other place in the world that will celebrate you as much as winning in New York. Look at those 80s and 90s Mets, those Yankees teams, those Rangers teams, and those Giants teams and all that stuff. Eli Manning is going to walk into the Hall of Fame because he beat Tom Brady twice. You know, like, winning in New York is unlike anything else when it comes to the sports world. And so, guys, I think we are building a super team. I think we're doing something special here. I look at our team and our depth and our rotation, and I look at that team and I go, Teams are no longer looking at the Jets on the schedule and saying that this is an easy win. We've got so much depth on every single aspect of our starting 11 on both sides of the ball. We've got so much, what I'm going to say it, superstar talent on both sides of the ball that Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore in the wide receiver room look like studs. Zach Wilson showed us flashes of special, out of this world good quarterback last year. Breece Hall and Michael Carter might legitimately be the best running back tandem in the NFL. There's maybe two guys that I would take above them, and that's and I'm talking tandems, not solo running backs, because Najee Harris is a solo running back. King Henry is a solo running back. I'm talking about running back tandems, the dynamic duos. We've got our Superman and Batman combo in the back there, and I would take honestly them over anybody else in the NFL when you're looking at a duo. Our offensive line, and I don't even have to put this caveat on there anymore, that if they stay healthy, our offensive line, not only is it a top 10 unit in the NFL at both tackle and guard, we've got depth at both of those positions by us going and getting Herbig and drafting Mitchell. We've got a swing tackle that we drafted, Morgan Moses' replacement, who can come in and start at tackle if we need him to. We've got an interior offensive lineman that's definitely an upgrade, so that if either one of our Pro Bowl all pro left guard or future all pro bowler right guard goes down, we can bring in a guy who's had a lot of starts and it can be productive in the NFL as a guard. And he played center as well. We've got a tight end group that's so deep that we're legitimately talking about tight ends that we were starting next year fighting for the tight end 4 spot. Offensive side of the ball is killing it. Now let's go to the defensive side of the ball. You're telling me you're not... Carl Lawson is going to come back with a vengeance. Have you seen video or images of this guy? He looks shredded. I'm not going to hear a single word from anybody out there saying that Carl Lawson's not going to come back and dominate the NFL. And then you add pieces like Jermaine Johnson, Michael Clemens, Bryce Huff, Jacob Martin, and these rotational pieces. Let's talk about the guys that we brought in free agency, right? Solomon Thomas, who can play inside and outside. JFM now gets to go and be his specialty and win from the inside. Football games are won in the trenches, and now the trenches are our deepest and most lethal positions on the football team. We can take our trenches versus any other team out there, and I would feel comfortable that we could win more often than not. Then we go and add 2 corners to a cornerback room that was already pretty good. And we bump those guys that were starting corners for us down the depth chart. We add a heat-seeking missile in Jordan Whitehead to that safety room. This staff believes in CJ Mosley and Jamien Sherwood, and honestly, I'm glad that they do. Guys, as much as I love Jets fans, I'm going to believe in what Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh believe in our players more than any of us. Because if you would have told me that the Jets were going to walk away with Ahmad Gardner, Jermaine Johnson, Garrett Wilson, and Breece Hall, I would have laughed at you. I would have said, no way. And then you would have told me that we would have gotten Jeremy Ruckert, Max Mitchell, and Michael Clemens afterwards, later on in the draft. I would have slapped you in the face, told you to stop lying to Jets fans to trying to get my hopes up. Guys, this is a different Jets team. And we're going to take the NFL by storm. I truthfully expect this team, and again, this is all on Zach at this point, but I truthfully expect this team to be a 10-win team. I think that we're going to not only be in a wild card spot, but we're going to be serious contenders to make a run in the playoffs. When people look at the Jets on the schedule by week 4, 5, 6, or 7, they're going to be like, holy crap, are the New York Jets real? And I'm saying this now, and I'm saying this to everybody who's watching. Yes, they are. The New York Jets are going to come in, and I'm going to quote one of my new favorite players on the Jets. We're going to force teams to respect us, because the way that you get respect is by punching them in the mouth over and over and over again. And that's what this New York Jets team is going to do to the NFL in 2022. Guys, let me know what you think about the New York Jets and this super team that we're really building here in New York. Get excited. The New York Jets are here, and we're going to punch people in the mouth. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Comment down below, like I said, whatever it is that you guys think. Hit the like button if you liked the video, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. Guys, we are marching our way to 500 subscribers. I'm super excited. Thank you for being a part of the movement. And last but not least, go Jets.